Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This will be a case where I kind of combine personal vlog and sports together. But here I'm up to personal vlog number 96. I'm going to say as time has gone on that I'll call this one I've seen more appreciation for collecting jerseys, as I definitely, especially been more active on YouTube the last couple of years, as well seeing many other sports fans where got my inspiration to be more active on this platform, that they've collected many jerseys. And I've seen more value in collecting that as I got older. I mean, growing up, I had my favorite players growing up, and outgrowing some other jerseys and others that I was just wear and tear. However, there was also the other part of the family joke, was every time I get a jersey and I put that player's name and number on it, that they ultimately leave town. And I remember when I was younger, it's like once they leave town, it's like naturally you want to find a new favorite player. So I was almost thinking that, well, then that jersey's no good for me, that I wanted to, put a new number on it. And actually, I've seen as I get older, I actually feel more appreciation for not only capturing that jersey and that player at the same time, something to look back on. And I know I have many jerseys that I've shown in previous videos and other videos. I mean, my childhood favorite Flame growing up was Joe Otto, and ultimately he did sign with a free agent with the Philadelphia Flyers. And I know I also was a Trevor Kidd fan, goalie after Joe Otto, and I had a Trevor Kidd jersey, and then ultimately he got traded to the Carolina Hurricanes. And I know that I also had a Calgary Stampeders, cheaper jersey where I had number 20 for Doug Flutie, and then ultimately he went to the Toronto Argonauts. And then I would say the biggest test that I had of all was having several Flames jerseys with Jerome McGinley's number on there, and he ultimately got traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins. But circumstances were different why Jerome McGinley got traded than, let's say, those other players in the past, either signing elsewhere or being traded. Excuse me there. But I definitely see more value as I get older that I have that jersey with that player number. I mean, it's definitely quite an investment to get a jersey to begin with. And I know that I'm going to start looking online because I definitely want to get more Calgary Flames vintage jerseys, like the original red and the original white. I think I saw a vintage jersey site or something like that, vintage jersey collector or something on site, that I can get a Calgary Flames original jersey fairly easily, and I can get a number that I want if I am going to get an original white and red, what they were the 14 seasons in Calgary. I'm going to want my childhood favorite Flame on there, Joe Otto, and I obviously want the one with the Stanley Cup Championship patch that they used to put on the shoulders, now they put it on the front. So if I want to get that, then I could look at that and say that was the jerseys that they wore the year they won the Stanley Cup. I actually also want to get a line of Flames jerseys, both the red and the white, but I do also see some value in potentially, let's say, getting another white jersey, whether in the Reebok or Adidas, and maybe I want to put Yager's number on it, represent that. Actually, Yager played with the Calgary Flames as well. I know that it's almost at this stage now, I mean, it is investment to get a jersey, and then to put someone's number on it, especially now with trading and transactions and free agency more than ever before. Used to be players didn't move around as much, that it's a lot more difficult, that it's almost more worth getting a jersey when the player left town. Funny is I hear that many jersey collectors on here as well, that it's actually cheaper to get a jersey with the player's number on it after they left town than just to get a blank one. I know that's how my inspiration on here, the hockey guy, where he gets some of his jerseys, certain players' names on it, that he get it after the player either signed somewhere else or got traded, because he always says it's a lot cheaper. But I know there's some other rare jerseys as well that you have to be a very diehard, devoted fan to pay the big bucks for that. Well, I know that probably the next jerseys that I'll buy for the Calgary Flames, I'm obviously going to have to get a the retro red, something I could wear for future videos, as well as I'm going to have to get a new reverse retro that I have to get an updated Blasty jersey. But I do see the value more now as an adult. I'm collecting jerseys, even if it has that player's number on it that is no longer in town, even still wearing it if he's still playing somewhere else. I know that still proudly wear Jerome McGinley Flames jersey. As I say, he's the greatest Flame to ever play, and now has his number retired. And same with Joe Lotto. I mean, he's still in Calgary and coaching with the Calgary Hitmen as well. So he's always maintained Calgary as a home itself. But if you have by any chance had any legendary players that happen to play for your team, even as far as a very short time, like Cameron Yager, I could see that as well. But I know that's something I eventually want to keep adding more into my jersey collection. But that's just something that's changed when I was a kid to now, that I see more in value in just collecting them, and then having a namesake as well for the player's name, that even if they are no longer with the team or briefly with the team, I mean, I don't think it'll ever be, unless the player personally, himself, impacted me negatively or my family. I'm not going to be one of those fans that, if the player suddenly left town, I'm going to post a video of myself burning the jersey. I don't ever going to do that, especially the amount of money that you pay to get said jersey. I know that you see that, what some fans do. When their favorite player and their favorite team, they feel like they trade them, but that's the nature of the beast now with more player movement. More than ever before, but what do you think? I see more value in collecting jerseys as time goes on, even if the player is still no longer with the team anymore. I mean, eventually players retire as well, but that's different than if someone, let's say, eventually gets traded or signed somewhere else. But of course, I eventually still want to get more Calgary Flames jerseys in my collection itself, and so far it seems like it's not going to be too difficult. It's just a matter of, obviously monetary and financial reasons why I can't get it all at the same time, where it looks like it won't be too difficult for me to get Atlanta Flames jerseys, both red and white and the original red and white, and get the Stanley Cup Championship badge on it, and get a player that I want. And obviously I got to get Joe Lotto, who's my childhood favorite Flame as well. You would say he did score one of the biggest goals in franchise history. If you look at Game 7 against Vancouver in 1989, I'm going to say that's one of the more monumental goals in franchise history. But I just say, what do you think of what I said? It's just, I see more value in collecting jerseys as time goes on. So anyway, as I say, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, home of the Flames, Hitmen, Roughnecks, and Stampeders, I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel, but I also do personal vlogs, attempt at comedy, and I also do share my experiences when I'm on the road or at a sporting event. So if that all sounds like it'd be interesting to watch, do follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey. You know what you do, just make sure you like, subscribe. I also have my other social media links down in the description below for other ways you can follow me. I'm going to stay with all the jerseys that in the major sports. I definitely got to say the hockey one seems to be the most creative one. I mean, living in an NHL city, I mean, I do have some Stampeders jerseys, but you don't see as much variation as much with football jerseys compared to hockey jerseys. I mean, a hockey jersey, I would say, is just a jersey itself. They could be more creative. I mean, football, I think it's more the overall look than just the jersey itself. Then you could kind of say the same thing about the NBA and MLB, that it's very limited what you can put on those jerseys as well. It's a different style, but I think those other sports, you can almost look at the overall look a lot more. But it seems like hockey jerseys, it always brings a lot more debate, hockey fans, especially myself, where I recently ranked all the NHL jerseys in different categories, so you can also see those ranking videos as well. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.